Today, we're going to be talking about some stuff. And by some stuff, I mean some hardcore World of Warcraft stuff regarding soda poppin' and Onlyfangs. Now, I kept track of the first round of Onlyfangs. That shit was poppin'. So much fun. Had a lot of fun watching that. The clips were great. The people having fun were great. 80% of the deaths were Miz's fault. It was peak. Genuinely peak. And I've been keeping up with some of this stuff, and I kinda am really excited because apparently some new names are going to be joining this time around, and I kinda want to see it again, and I'm really looking forward to it. And obviously, I'm still waiting on Soda to call me personally and ask me to join. I've never played World of Warcraft, and I'm a pretty great streamer. So I'm obviously waiting for that email from Soda to beg me to join OnlyFangs. But in the meantime, we're just going to sit here and watch and react to some of this stuff, and obviously, react to the deaths when those start coming in, just because they're so much fun. Genuinely so fun. But let's see what this heated debate in hardcore WoW is all about.
My brother and I are debating which twos comp do you think wins? Lock Druid versus Priest Warrior for Classic? Priest Warrior shits on them, I think.
It's like, I can't think of... Here's the thing, Druid Lock. Warlock is nice, he's got some damage. Druid is okay. But I can't think of anything that is better than just a warrior that has a healer. The sheer damage that warriors just pump out is ridiculous. I don't know a single class who can compare to it. And on top of that, they have intercept, they have stuns, they have fears, they have demoralize, they have slows, they have all sorts of things to control the battlefield. So they can absolutely just keep pace with two people at once, so long as they have somebody to keep them healed. So I really do not see what the Druid Warlock could do to survive the Warrior. Because, sort of just rushing down the Priest and then rushing down the Warrior, which they'll only be able to do if the Warrior lets them, they can't. Not to mention, the Warrior can just burst down the Warlock instantly. There's nothing the Warlock can do if there's a Priest involved. And the Druid doesn't deal enough damage to threaten the Warrior if there's a Priest involved, and if they try to attack the Priest, the Warrior's going to hit them. So it's like, yeah, no, it's an easy win for the Warrior Priest.
What is the Warlock gonna do other than just flop over and die while the Priest just keeps the Warrior in?
Exactly, right?
Mortal Strike, the Warrior's literally just gonna be sitting there clobbering the Warlock all game.
Yeah. Well, not all game. Not all game. Come on, Soda. Let's be real here. It's not going to be all game. It's going to be for the 5 seconds it takes for the Warlock's health bar to go from 100 to 0.
Oh, I'm going to root the Warrior. Dispel.
Yeah.
Just dispel every CC. Warrior just stays on the Warlock until the Warlock dies.
Yeah.
It's over.
And then 5 seconds. 5 seconds into the fight, the Warlock's dead, and then it just kills the Druid. There's no counterplay.
Gotta love a Warrior with 0 age because he gets absorbed. Yeah, but it's not a duel. It's a 2v2. The game's gonna last a while. Those absorbs aren't gonna be there all game.
Haha, absorb rage, absorb rage, absorb rage. Okay, you're out of mana, now what? And the guy still just keeps generating rage, and every time he fucking smacks you in the mouth, it hurts.
Warrior's gonna be hitting you all game though.
Yeah.
So no,
you're gonna be spending your resource doing the absorb to lower the effectiveness of the Warrior, but the Warrior's effectiveness doesn't diminish that much, because much of the Warrior's damage comes from them just fucking auto attacking you.
Warrior should win you got on paper. I mean, I'd have to see it played out, but
well, yeah, on paper, right? We're talking theory here. If we get an absolute brainlet of a Warrior and Priest versus absolute goats Druid and Warlock, then yeah.
But I just don't know what they could do.
Yeah, no. On paper, there's
Priest will
no
run out of mana
shot.
first? From
No, they
what
won't.
damage? Like, what are they gonna do? I bet if I go ask another Classic WoW player the same question.
Oh, yeah. You ask Zario, he's gonna say the same thing. You ask Asmon, he's gonna say the same thing. Every S-fan, same thing. Every single person who's played any amount of Classic WoW will tell you that the warrior has a chance of winning that fight alone, let alone with a fucking pocket healer.
Like someone who's like actually good, they'd come up with the same answer as me. They'd probably be like, how do you not know that? It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see what's going on.
Wait, is this
No,
what the
Payo.
debate is? Is he just
Savix, here we
gonna
go.
bring in
You
a
can get
bunch
this
of
right, I think.
other people?
Savix, can you help settle a debate in
All right, what is this?
Classic
Hit my leg on it.
WoW? Who would win in a 2v2?
There's no way he says
Warrior,
Druid Lock.
Priest,
Break my leg when I'm sitting
or
No way.
Warlock, Druid?
playing. Soda poppers here? Travis, can
Yeah.
you help me settle the debate in Classic WoW? Who would win 2v2 Warrior Priest, Warlock Druid?
Warrior Priest.
God.
He's gonna say Warrior Priest if he just thinks about it for 2 seconds.
I'm
Surely.
playing it in my head right now.
It's not hard.
He's probably thinking of everything that the Druid Lock
If
could
it's an
do.
insane
Because here's the thing: Druid Locks are casters, so you need to actually think about what they have in their pocket that they can throw out.
Warlock Druid, I think Warlock Druid could win, but
Are you-
Warrior Priest is good too. Like, are there rules on consumes?
Yeah, because he straight up said if it's an insane Druid Warlock, they can win. But
If there's rules on consumes and Warrior's allowed to use everything, and they have a healer, they're fucking unstoppable.
Why did he not just open with that? It's over.
yeah,
They also have Mortal Strike. I don't know if...
Like it.
I feel like Warrior Priest... If it was a Warrior Paladin, I think they win.
Maybe
for
he
sure.
thinks that I think Druid Warlock would
I
win
think
because I'm
Warrior
such a
Priest
Druid main.
wins. I want to say that.
wait, what?
Druid Warlock would
I
win
think
because I'm such a
Warrior
Druid
Priest
main.
wins.
Yeah. Oh, and the guy said if it's a Warrior Paladin, yeah, for sure. If it's a Warrior Paladin, then they have the same level of healing, except they don't have a wimpy ass priest.
I want to say that.
Okay.
What do we think, chat?
Yeah, no, Warrior Priest for sure. Warrior Paladin even
Did
more.
you talk about it, by the way, or is this like private still?
Is what private?
The discussion, I think.
Ask that question. I hope that answered your question.
it's
I
like-
don't know.
Warrior
Oh,
Priest
he's
every
thinking
day.
about the 2v2. Oh, he's thinking about the
I can see
makgora
them
tourney we
looting,
wanted to do.
max ranging, etc. But
Yes,
Yeah,
we did talk
Priest
about
is
that.
smart and he's healing well with big shields and he's mana burning.
Yeah.
don't even need
They
a
can get
mana burn.
fucked. They have purge too. Even if
Yeah.
innervate, if they purge it off, it can be kind of Jover. Warlock could PO hard though with like succubus and fears, death coils. If there's soul link, it might take a while. But if Warrior gets to do everything, let's say for
Yeah,
example
man.
they get to start out with diamond flaccid, swap it over. They're
Yeah,
healing
it's no
crazy
shot,
amounts,
it's no
charge
shot.
in, pops the wreck, berserker
None
stance,
of this matters.
Warwind just blasting. Man, I don't know.
It's just
Warrior
Warrior.
solo's hard, but
Yeah.
with the
Warrior
healer and
Priest.
diamond flaccid, we saw it in the hardcore. Warriors fuck. Warriors fuck.
Bro, you guys remember that makgora tournament that Blizzard ran? That was so hype. Wait, was that Blizzard or was that OTK with Blizzard in the back? Doesn't matter. That makgora tournament, I stayed up to like 3 a.m. with my dad, who's like this big WoW head guy. Seriously, that was so hype. I love that. That tournament was so good. So good. Savix was entertaining as hell. The final match was such an upset, though. Like, the final match is like that guy came out of nowhere, should not have gotten as far as he did, but still made it that far. And then the final fight was so good. Ah, man, that huge WoW moment. Seriously, like so good. And the difference between duels in classic WoW is so big compared to retail. Classic WoW duels are so much more interesting to me because sure, there's a lot less of like the individual skill in the match. It's a lot more about the preparation that you put in, but it's so good, man. So good that you can just get so much out of your character if you prepare them right. So good. The months of preparation some people put into that, not months, the preparation time that people put, because I think they got like a month to create the character, get him to level 60 on hardcore, and then get all the items and do that. Like the recovery sets, having the engineering, having all of that, it was so awesome, man. So
If you
awesome.
give them Diamond Flash set.
Okay,
With
Savix
the helmet, or
he's overthinking it. I'm over it. Let me find someone else here. PvPs.
Soda getting bored is so funny to me.
Dumpy know this? I don't know if he's like a huge
Surely it's just
PvPer.
rune cloth, everything.
All right, Dumpy, settle a
Be
debate
nice and
for me.
matching too.
Who would win?
Why don't you just have a
in
copy paste
2v2
of this?
match
And then just hit a bunch of WoW streamers
in
with it. Back to back.
classic WoW? Warrior, priest.
I like that he like capitalized
or
classic WoW.
Warlock,
It's classic
Druid.
WoW. You fucking moron. Do not talk about retail. I will eat your fucking spleen. That's how that reads for me. That classic WoW
Asmund does not
capitalized.
PvP.
Yeah, Asmund would
I mean,
know.
is he even
Or,
live?
I mean,
don't know what he's
Asmund would
doing.
know, but
No
he
stam?
wouldn't know
Yeah,
from
definitely
experience.
doesn't have stamina. That's kind of questionable, to be honest. So let debate for me: who would win a 2v2
we
match
go.
in classic WoW? Warrior, priest, or warlock, druid?
His chat is really slow
Let's
for
see.
a
Okay,
1200
let's think
viewer
about this.
stream.
What does the warlock druid do against warrior priest? Well, they could fear and root.
No, they can't.
If the priest is
Dispelling.
undead,
Just
he can
dispel.
break fear once. If the priest isn't undead, he probably has fear ward
Doesn't even matter.
once.
You'll never get a fear on the priest with a warrior on the warlock.
If the
Yeah.
priest
Ever.
gets feared,
You won't.
surely it's over.
No, it's not.
Because you can keep him feared, and you can keep the warrior rooted. I don't know if
Soda
we're
looks like a cat who's been bapped on the nose. Like,
talking about consumables, but I'm just thinking about the matchup. And then warrior priest,
He'll never get a fear off. against a good-
probably
no.
just
Yeah,
sits
no.
on the warlock
How in the fuck would he
until
ever
it
fear the
dies,
priest?
and the druid
Yeah.
runs out of mana.
yeah. Yeah, no.
With a
it's
warrior on him,
no shot, no
hamstringing.
shot. No shot.
What did he say? I didn't listen at the end.
He hasn't given a conclusion yet.
I think the warrior priest is just dead. How is
Who
this even
said
debate? Zico needs to pay. Oh god. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving.
Rage
Peo, settle
quit.
a debate for me. In a 2v2 match
Oh my
in
God.
classic WoW, who wins? A priest warrior or a druid warlock?
I'm running it with this thing. All right, let's go, man.
And keep in mind, like in a 2v2,
Not
there's a
bad.
lot of
Are we showing it?
there is a lot of there's a lot of like individual skill involved, right? There's the not the individual skill, but the team dynamic, right? So you can have a warrior priest, which is the objectively stronger combo, but then if those two people don't play well together, then you might still lose.
Wait,
I have no
this is-
fucking idea.
What?
All right, we can show it to props and fuckers in the chat. Wait,
I would
can get
probably
it
say
on?
though, it's really hard for a priest to play against a warlock druid.
No, it's not!
Nobody
you
has
can't
any faith
cast
in
tongues.
warriors.
Alright,
It's
no,
so
You have long
funny.
cast
Yeah.
times.
It's so funny how every single one of these people are going, oh man, the priest, oh man, the priest. The warrior can solo that fight most days. What do you mean? The warrior can win that by themselves if they're not stupid. Throw in a priest to keep them alive and it's even easier. What do you mean?
And sir, so the
And
question is
They have a
it
CC that you can't break. Druid has a
Hey,
kick
so the pop!
that's
All
ranged,
right.
and you're just kiting
Guys,
the
there are
warrior.
some fuckers in the chat, so
Wait a second.
So
I didn't think about
Wow,
Curse
look
of
at
Tongues.
him. Huh? And 65 bucks.
But it still shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys?
I don't think that
no.
changes a whole lot.
Yeah, this is all 0 stamp
They
gear,
have
bro.
no-
Rip off his ass.
They're not gonna. Are they gonna play Fell Hunter?
It's actually 0
Too
stamp
offensive.
gear.
Just no. Doesn't matter.
No,
You
they
can
wouldn't
protect
play
it.
Fell
Or,
Hunter.
And
you don't need to
I
cast.
want to show you that. Now check this out.
No, it doesn't matter.
Check this out.
What is he? What do you want? What do you
Are you
want?
ready? Check this out. It's really funny. Wait, check this out.
Wait, what is this?
Wait, watch out. Is he there? Watch. Maybe. Look, it's so red. Huh?
Proximity voice myself.
Oh, the proximity voice thing. Yeah, that looks super
It's as a
exciting.
wall.
I can't
I
wait
hear you,
for
man.
Soda to invite me to Onlyfans so I can
Interesting.
play
Yeah,
with this
okay,
as well.
Because I'm yelling in
You wanna
game
go to
for
Makgora?
the shout
Oh,
feature,
oh,
which gives
yeah?
you up to what
You wanna go to
100,
Makgora?
100 yards,
Oh, because in your mind?
and then
That's
as
really
you
cool.
get closer to you,
Oh, yeah,
my
that's gonna be
voice
so
will
much.
become louder.
Alright, sorry.
Really,
Hey,
really
bro,
cool.
you're 40. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. You're right.
What is he talking about? I don't
Yeah,
know what
I
he
have
just
no
said.
fucking idea either.
No, priest warrior absolutely still wins. So the druid
Yeah, priest
or the
warrior,
warlock
every
can
time.
cursive tongues the priest. Sure, the priest can no longer cast anymore. Range has a terrible range, or fear has a terrible range. So
Yeah, it's a very short,
let me
short
bring up
reach,
paint
right?
here.
What is the reach on the fear?
So let's
it's
do
like a
druid
melee
will be
thing
green.
almost.
Warlock can be purple. Sure, right? And now
Oh, yeah.
warrior's going to be brown. Warrior's
There
going
you
to be clobbering the out of the warlock.
Yeah,
And the
it's 20
priest can
yards.
be, let's do
Yeah.
a black circle. That's the priest.
Actually, wait, is that...
This warlock is just going to be
the
waddling,
classical, yeah.
trying to fear the priest. Because fear range is like, what? That
20
far?
yards.
It's
20
pretty
yards.
trash.
It's not amazing.
He's never going to get a fear
Yeah.
off. It's
If
not
there-
going to happen.
If the,
He can try.
If the warrior maintains hamstring and maintains pressure on the warlock, then the warlock is never going to be in a position where they feel safe rushing at the priest to try and do that.
But it's not. And then he has fear ward just to top it off. And so if the druid roots the warrior, priest just dispels it.
Yeah, no.
So druid can't do anything.
And it's like, you can't even say a thing like, oh, there might be a few seconds. No, because that's the thing that the priest is going to be looking out for. If the priest isn't an idiot, their whole thing is going to be keep the warrior alive. Even if they're a DPS priest, they understand that they just need to put a few good spells on the warrior to keep them at maximum power throughout the fight. Like, keep an eye on your companion, on your party member, and then if they get rooted, like, you have like a second to react to get them out, and that's not difficult.
ACC. The only thing I could see maybe makes sense, the druid could bash the warrior into a feral charge onto the priest, but then the druid's going to get feared,
Yeah, because
and then the priest is
can
going to
fear
have
them as
fear
well.
ward. And even if he does get feared, now he's going to get trinket. You're not going to set that combo
Yeah,
up
yeah.
again before you're dead.
Yeah, there's no shot.
No.
Not to mention, that's going to be a gamble, because as soon as the druid does that, they have to play all of their cards in that exact moment. And if they do that and they don't win, warrior takes them out. And they will not win because, we're assuming trinkets, we're assuming potions, we're assuming all that stuff that everybody's going to be using. As soon as you play that gambit, your head's coming off. No, there's no
I'm
shot.
annoyed that anyone's coming to a different conclusion.
Absolutely
this
no
blows my
shot.
mind. Everyone's so
I still say that Paladin Warrior would be better. Just because of the auras, just because of the AoE, just because of the fact that the Paladin is also not a pushover themselves. No. Warrior Priest is good. Warrior Paladin would be better, I think.
dumb.
Because here's the thing: if you're just healing a single person in a PvP setting in a 2v2, like, the healing that you need to be putting out is much less meaningful than if we're talking about like a raid where you need to be healing a bunch of other people. So even if you're playing as a character that is worse at healing than a priest, which everybody is, I think. Yeah, I think so. It doesn't really matter because you can still hit that maximum level of healing that you can put out because there's a limited amount of health that you can give to your partner. So yeah, I think Paladin Warrior might be better, even if the priest is a better support. The fact that the Paladin
Teo's
can do a little
messaging
bit
me.
of everything is a little bit better, I
What?
think. What was Peo saying?
Okay, hey Peo,
I
Did
know
you-
you. One second. I know you. One sec. I have my speaker. Yo,
did you answer my question?
I did. Did you leave?
Yeah, I did leave
Oh, come on.
you're showing some video that didn't. It made no sense. I had no idea what you were showing me. I think you had TTS playing, and so you were laughing at something that no one knew was happening.
Oh wait, but I tagged you, man, on Twitter. You didn't see it?
I don't look at Twitter. I don't use it.
Really?
I
Man,
actually
this
don't
guy
use Twitter.
doesn't
Cringe. You gotta use Twitter. You gotta use Twitter. How are you
he
gonna laugh
doesn't
at
use
people?
Discord.
How you gonna not enjoy Twitter? Like Twitter is so much fun. You can laugh at people all day. You can call them idiots. Like that, you'll see the worst fucking video game takes, and you can make fun of people for it. Like people saying, "Oh, Dragon Age isn't dark fantasy, and Inquisition is a good RPG." It's like, come on, man, get out of here.
He's
I
just
use
playing
Discord.
game, I guess.
Yeah, that is it. Okay, Peo, answer my question. I don't.
Why
wait,
though? Are we gonna see like maybe a 2 versus 2 thing?
No, it fell through. We can't do it. It's impossible.
Yeah,
would
that's
love
what
to.
I thought too.
Aw.
But it's not going to happen. But someone
Yeah.
is debating Warlock Druid can beat Warrior Priest.
If I had to bet, I will go with the priest warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm glad you came to this conclusion because it's so obvious that they would just
Yeah.
shit on them. It's not even
Yeah.
fair. So I went to
Yeah.
Savix. He debated
Like if
for
you,
10.
it's like I think it was Peo that said it. Is like if you have just an insane druid warlock, maybe they could win. But like other than that, there's like what?
hours. No. So I'm glad.
Like everybody knows that one of the strongest things in the video game that is World of Warcraft Classic, one of the strongest things in that video game is a warrior with a healer. That's it. It doesn't matter what the healer is. Could be a druid, could be a paladin, could be a priest, could be just somebody putting potions in his inventory. It's so strong.
Glad you realize.
Wait, Savix says it was the warlock and the druid?
He said he was like, dude, it's kind of close, man. Like, no, it's not. It's not close.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because
No.
you can even dispel Sword Link, can you not?
I don't even. It
Yeah,
doesn't even matter.
yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
I don't. In what world is the warlock gonna do anything with the warrior beating his ass? He can't get the warrior off because of dispels. It's just curtains.
Yeah.
He'll never fear the priest with a warrior on him ever, unless the priest decides to just offer himself for a free fear. But just stay away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dumb question. Pissed me off. Dumb debate. Thank you for answering the question.
All right, cool, man. And thanks for
I
coming.
love how easily annoyed Soda can be sometimes. It's genuinely one of the most fun parts about Onlyfangs is just how annoyed Soda can get sometimes. I genuinely can't wait for Onlyfangs just because I know this guy's gonna lose like years of his life yelling at people over the internet. I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
it's always
Genuinely. Oh my god, did he just fucking he booted it from the call mid sentence? Oh man. Anyway, genuinely, I can't wait for OnlyFangs 2. I'm super excited about this, and it's gonna be a lot of fun reacting to all those death compilations. Especially now that it's gonna be, I think he called it Guild Self Found, where they can only trade and party with people in the guild. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait for all the people dying all the time because they can't get handouts and they can't get carried anymore. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun.